Hi, I am thrilled to have you landed on my website. My name is Guzalia. I am a hypnotist, master of neuro-linguistic programming, certified hypnosis trainer with International Certification Board of Clinical Hypnotherapy. And once you're ready to get on board, I will be your instructor, and then we'll spend lots of fun time together. Now I will answer few most common questions that people ask when they're enrolling in the course. The number one question everyone asks: what are the requirements for the practice of hypnosis? Do you need a license? Do you need a diploma, certificate? My answer might surprise you. There is none required. Hypnotism is a self-regulated profession. There is no governmental body that oversees hypnotism in the USA. The regulations may differ from state to state, and they also change all the time. Right now, the only difference, and that is only in few states, not all over the USA, requirements for using different designations. Hypnotist, that designation is open to everyone. You don't need to be licensed. And the designation of hypnotherapist, because of this therapist part, that is reserved only for licensed mental health care professionals. Again, it's different from state to state. In my state, I can use designation of hypnotherapist. In some states, it's not possible unless you're licensed. So this is the only difference. I do have students that are citizens of Canada and United Kingdom, and they say that it's the same in their countries. The next question is also asked all the time: can anyone learn hypnosis? Sometimes people confuse it with some magical power. And that is understandable. Hypnosis is still covered with veil. Hollywood movies and the books, you often see hypnosis portrayed as something that is not accessible to average people. And I'm here to tell you, yes, anyone can learn hypnosis. To become a hypnotist, the only thing you need is to have a genuine desire to help others. Next, you have to start from your end goal. What is your goal? What do you want to do once you become a hypnotist? Do you want to work one-on-one? Do you want to run corporate events? Or maybe you want to focus on producing commercial hypnosis recordings. What is a model of the business you are envisioning for yourself? You have to look for a person who already done it. Look for a person who will pass their experience to you. There are too many people that teach hypnosis who hasn't actually done any real work. They acquire the theory without gaining any experience as they start sharing this theory, but the theory is just that. It's only the beginning of your journey. It's not enough for success. Learn hypnosis from a person who's done or doing the same thing you want to do. If your dream is to become hypnotist entertainer, do comedy hypnosis, find those who are successful in that. By the way, if you need some names, reach out, I'll give you a list of people who I personally know, who I trust. If you want to work with clients, you are in the right place. This is what I do. I work with clients one-on-one. I work in group environments. I help whole corporations. I still do daily work with clients. But also many of my clients who get to experience hypnosis and see how powerful it is, they come back and ask me to teach them. and also my colleagues to reach out. Guzalia, how do you do this? How do you do this? And this is how I started running workshops first. There were a couple of hours workshops on weekends. And then the demand grew bigger and bigger. And now I offer full courses. But still, throughout the week, I work with my clients. I love teaching. I pour myself out when I teach. But there is something very special when you work one-on-one with another human being. And I love that. Next question. Going back to the difference between hypnosis and hypnotherapy. This is the same thing. The terms used interchangeably, with the only difference that the designation of hypnotherapist in some states reserved only to licensed practitioners as psychologists. I have to tell you, I actually worked with many psychologists. First they come as clients for private appointments, and then they enroll into the training. My clients who are psychologists, they all told me that there is only 6-hour hypnosis training is required, and none of them even experienced any hypnosis throughout this training. Theoretically, they should be able to use hypnosis when working with their patients, but they've never experienced hypnosis. So when they see me privately, quit smoking or to work through whatever the issues they may have, they realize how amazingly effective hypnosis is, and then they want to learn more. Another question about designation letters. You know, the letters that are written after the name. CH, certified hypnotist. CHT, certified hypnotherapist. BCH, board certified hypnotherapist. The truth is, none of it matters. Our clients don't care what kind of alphabet soup you're placing after your name. Focus on getting proper training and acquiring experience. Then you will not have a need to substitute lack of knowledge with some designation letters after your name. If you observe people in the hypnosis field, you'll notice that it's mostly new and experienced hypnotists and people who've never actually gained any confidence in their skill still use designation letters and put emphasis on how they call themselves. I am hypnotist so-and-so, I have this certification, I have this diploma. But people who worked for a while, gained experience, and confident in their skills, they don't usually use any designation. Don't worry about it. Your goal should be getting good training, start practicing, acquire experience, build confidence and mastery. That can come only through studying, experiencing hypnosis, and practicing. This is the only way to build the confidence and polish your skills through repeating the same thing each time, making it better, polishing it. That's how you become a master of your trade. All right, next question. About the length of the training. I know it can be really confusing, and people are confused. That's why they ask me these questions all the time. Why is there such a price difference between courses? And they're also very different in length. Again, hypnotism is a self-regulated profession. There is no actual formal requirement that comes from government. But within the hypnosis industry, there are still some standards. In the United States, standard basic training is 40 hours long. Basic meaning that you should be proficient in hypnosis skills and actually able to help people with common everyday issues. After this 40 hours training, you should be able to help people overcome fears, get rid of bad habits, improve sleep, manage their appetite, stress, slim down. You should be able to install beneficial habits. Next comes advanced training. That's another 60 hours. So both together would be 100 hours. This is the standard. During advanced hypnosis training, you will learn to work with more complex issues. Parts therapy, regression, working with post-traumatic stress disorder. And the next step would be specialty courses. Those are usually not long and they're focused on specific issue. For example, smoking cessation, that's usually taught in a separate course. I do have a separate course for it, but I also included it in my main hypnosis course because from my own experience, that was bread and butter when I started my hypnosis practice. If I was not able to do smoking cessation, I probably would not make enough in the beginning to sustain my practice. Initially, I had no plans to do smoking cessation at all. All I wanted to do is metaphysical hypnosis because I have a background in shamanism. I'm coming from a long Siberian lineage of healers. This is all I wanted to do. But all day long my phone rang and it was mostly people who were seeking help with quitting smoking. Maybe I did not have a lot of interest in it, but I know how to count money. I knew how much I need to make to be able to sustain my practice and pay my bills. That's after a while I've built up enough clientele to have more freedom with whom I work and what I do, but in the beginning, this is bread and butter, and I suggest that if you want to build hypnotherapy practice, make sure that you nail that skill. Smoking cessation is more complicated than usual things, and lots of new hypnotists avoid that because they're afraid to fail. You see, for example, if your clients came to ask to help them sleep better, maybe you won't be able to cure the insomnia 100%, but you know that with our skills we can help anyone to sleep better to at least some degree. If someone comes to lose weight, maybe they won't be able to lose 100 pounds in their first months, but you know, no matter what, you can help them to lose some weight. If it's stress management, stress not going to disappear from their life, but you'll help them to manage it, to be more comfortable with this. But when it comes to smoking cessation, this is black and white. You cannot quit smoking a little bit or halfway. Or you smoke or you don't. And that is a lot of pressure on a new hypnotist. That's why an experienced hypnotist avoid it at all cost. But this is a plus to you. Once you nail that skill, you'll know that there is not a lot of competition. You know that you will be able to enroll enough clients to make a living. Going back to the specialty courses. So it's usually smoking cessation, past life regression, very popular. If you enroll by December 31st, I am giving you past life regression course for half price. Regular price is $600. You can have it for $300. My course is phenomenal. The things I share, you won't find anywhere else. Hypnosis for sports, that's a niche on its own, very special market and requires special skills. And then you can find weight loss courses that are focused on that only. Weight is a very complex issue. Yes, With the basic skills, you can help to some degree. Manage appetite, become more motivated exercising, focusing on what you actually eat, making sure that it's healthy. But there are also courses that will give you in-depth training, because it's not just about what we eat. It's about what's in our head, what's in our heart. Abused people often gain weight. Very giving and empathic people often gain weight because they're usually surrounded by energetic vampires who constantly drain their energy. Eat of them. Just to survive, they have to put on their weight. You see the complexity of this issue. Now you're not just managing appetite, you also have to dig deeper. Why they're not able to build healthy boundaries? Why they're not able to say no? Now you have to fix that. And when it's a case with abuse, then you have to fix the root cause. You have to treat that pain, help them recover. You see how complex it can become. And there are other specialties like metaphysical hypnosis, lucid dreaming, psychic abilities development. Next question about actually starting hypnosis practice, starting a business. What kind of investment is needed? Actually minimal. At first I would advise against going and renting an office. This is expense you don't need, and most likely you will never need it once you start seeing clients virtually. In pre-COVID era, I had 5 offices. Throughout the entire Maryland, I had a location in different county. It was a strategic move to expand. I wanted to envelop a lot of territory. I would spend 1 day per week at each office. To some, I had to drive over an hour. Then it paid off. It was worth it for me. Anytime potential client did a search in Maryland, it didn't matter in which county that person was, I always popped up, and it did wonders for my business. But with quarantine, everything changed. Everything. The clinics where I rented my offices, half of them went bankrupt within a few months. Others hung on for a while, and 2 ended up closing. And the biggest change that happened during quarantine, before quarantine, I rarely could convince anyone that doing virtual appointment is just as effective as in person. And it is true. Virtual appointment is just as effective as if you would sit right next to me. As long as you can hear and understand me, this is all that is needed. This is a voice modality. It doesn't matter how far you are. And I have clients in different countries. People that were living very far away from me. They didn't have trouble booking a virtual appointment. But people who were close to me, they would never agree to a Skype or a Zoom session. And with quarantine, everything changed. No one had problems with this. And now it's been 2020, 2021, 22, 23 is ending. 4 years. Virtual appointments only. And no one has a problem with it. No time or money wasted for driving, no rent expense, no insurance for that office expense. My schedule is much more flexible. I can see more clients in a day. And then the beauty is that everything is streamlined. Every appointment is recorded, and then I share this recording with the client so they can rewatch it or use it for reinforcement. And also the discovery I made, it actually works out so much better when people are in the most comfortable place, their own home. We have this separation. I'm behind the screen. And they feel safer. And that is important for people who had no experience with hypnosis previously. Some people are afraid that something bad will happen. What if I ask them their dark secrets? Or ask them for their bank information? Or ask them to do something inappropriate? Here, they're at home. I'm very far away. Everything's recorded. At least they don't have to worry about that. In all my courses, I focus from very beginning on teaching the skills that are needed to do virtual hypnosis. People that worked for very long time in the offices have never run virtual sessions have trouble transitioning to online work. If you learn it from very beginning, you have the whole world open to you. You can have clients from any country. So what you will need? Internet, you have it. This is the only way you'd watch me now. Computer, a good light, so clients can actually see you. Regular desk lamp is just fine for beginning, and you probably already have that. Investment you really need to make in the beginning is a microphone and a camera, because the web cameras that come with computers, your laptops, are usually not very good quality. So web camera, but they're so affordable now. You can buy one for $20-$30 with decent quality. And the microphone, my Blue Yeti, I paid $185. I went through few. They don't last forever. So another Blue Yeti wore out, and I had to replace it. I went online. This is a professional podcast microphone, and it costed $27 or $28. I don't remember exactly. And it came already with a filter and the arm. Things are progressing as the quality increases, as the price becomes more and more affordable. So again, web camera, microphone, computer, a light. This is all you need to start with. In my business boot camp, I teach all of it. What to buy, how to set it up, how to deal with outside noises, what you need on your website, how you need to promote yourself. And did I mention that you're getting access to my business bootcamp for free with this course? I share there everything that you may need to build the business from scratch. And there are few hypnosis sessions included to help you overcome shyness, become more confident, start presenting yourself to public. I even teach how to dress, how to position yourself as an authority, as an expert. And I also teach how to start building passive streams of income. Because, yes, you can build a thriving practice. You can fill your schedule. You can make decent living. But what if you are not able to see clients? Maybe you got sick. Maybe you need to take care of your children or spouse. Life happens. If you don't see clients, you don't make money, right? And when you get old, do you think you'll save enough for your retirement? You need to think about it now. This is why building passive streams of income is so important. I teach how to record audios, how to record your own classes, workshops, courses. I even teach how to publish books. And that is important too. If you want to be perceived as an expert in your field, you have to become a published author. I'm not saying it to scare you. Everything is doable if you know how to do it right. It's not scary. And it's not that complicated. Yes, everything requires work, but if you know for sure that the steps you take will bring you to success. Then it's not difficult. Well, I've covered all the most common questions. If there is anything else I can help you with, feel free to reach out. You can book a phone call with me. You'll find a form at the bottom of this page. You can call me. You probably are not going to reach me during the daytime, but you can leave me a message. And you can also join our Facebook community and talk to students about their experiences. I am looking forward to welcoming you aboard and helping you with building your new career.